Exploration, Day 5. Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer. And I was gonna summarize what we did last time, but they're probably gonna do that for me, and I don't want to get interrupted again, because I tend to have that happen to me, apparently. So, let's read this first. Captain, we're so relieved to see that you're okay! Well, I have my faithful crew to thank for that. So, thank you. I actually mistake the strange creature for you. They do have very similar features. Did you know that? To be honest, while trapped in the belly of that vile beast, I thought of only one face, Brittany. My own. Well, we'll never escape PNF 404 until we locate this treasure. Obsessed. Oh, I read that wrong. Retake. Well, we'll never escape PNF 404 until we locate this treasure-obsessed Olimar fellow. He's got our cosmic drive key. But don't forget why we're here. To search for fruit for our planet. For us too. Or else we'll starve. What's that signal coming from over there? A signal like that? If it's not coming from our ship, or one of us, maybe it's Olimar. With a transmitter that strong, it must be planetary explorers, like us. It must be the Hakotation. And where we find Olimar, that's where we'll find our cosmic drive key. Let's track the signal to its source. They mentioned that last time. I don't need to go. We'll get to that later. Yeah, but now that button appears on the main map menu, and it's sometimes a little bit tempting to go do it. You can go. It doesn't really ruin the story. Just a slight bit. It spoils one thing later in the story, but that's it. It doesn't really affect much, so... But the other thing is that, yeah, we're going back to the tropical wilds, which was the first area Alf landed in. And you'll also notice that fruit, 0 out of 18, while in the Garden of Hope, 4 out of 17, and 10 out of 16 in the Distant Tundra. Last time we collected enough unique types of fruit to unlock the fruit tracker, which is what that is. And as they said, Olimar has the key, and apparently his signal is coming from the tropical wilds. So, we'll go there. But first, let's talk. I've been analyzing the data files that we found. Based on them, it seems likely that the Hakotation picked up our cosmic drive key. Interesting. Well, all the pieces seem to fit. You guys literally discussed how that had to be the only possible solution, and here you are discussing it again. Redundant much? I'm worried about our fate, though. What if it gets stolen? Foreshadowing. Worry not, Brittany. I would never let that... Brittany raises a good point. While we're collecting food, let's keep an eye out for that Hakotation. Yes, absolutely. Okay, I thought it was going to be lame because it sounded like they were just recapping things. But the way that it reveals how much Charlie, even though he's the captain, has no control over Alf and Brittany, it's just amazing. That's Charlie's best character trait. That Alf and Brittany just walk all over him. But I guess we should waste no more time and land in the tropical wilds. Tropical wilds. Find the cosmic drive key. It seems that the signal originated from this area. The treasure-hunting Olimar must be here, somewhere. This is the first place I landed on this planet. Was he really here with our key the whole time? Plenty of time for nostalgia later. Let's track down that signal. And don't pass up any fruit we see on the way. This is the first real day with I'm gonna go into the onions so I don't waste precious daytime while explaining this. But this is the first real day with all 3 captains. And as such, the first real day where you're probably gonna wanna really strategize and divide tasks. We did a little bit of multitasking at the end of the Distant Tundra last episode, but this is the first chance you get to plan your day around the idea instead of just an afterthought. But I'm still going to be going with, you know, no reds, because honestly at this point I've just made it a challenge for myself. I would highly recommend, though, do actually bring in some reds when you play this area. There are a few fiery enemies you might want to deal with. But this squad seems pretty good, and we are going to be manually split up, and by that I mean, like, we're gonna have to split up if we want to make progress. We're going to need probably like 30 or so yellows on the other shore, and I'll give them 10 rocks to be safe. And I'll leave myself with 25. Okay. Then we're also going to want to throw Brittany over there. Actually, we'll give them a few more. The rest of our crew can watch out for that and get to work on this. Now, we're going to need Charlie up here. But I want him to have more Pikmin. So, we're gonna work on this. Okay. I didn't actually go into this as much of a strategy. Here's a Whip-Tongue Bulborb. That's their name, Whip-Tongue Bulborbs. There are many varieties of Bulborbs. I think I've gone over this. And he's definitely eating some Pikmin. No? They all survive. Yeah, Bulborbs, if you can hit them in their eye, they'll basically drop any Pikmin they caught with their tongues. So these guys will take that. And these guys can get started on digging that out. Oh no. They can't break that wall. But I need these guys will get in the way. They're just annoying, but don't let your Pikmin chase after them. That's actually what they're designed to sort of try to do. Those are swarming sheargrubs, and they're basically just there to get Pikmin distracted from their task and following them. Now, the rest of this group can go with Charlie, I think. Otherwise, we're gonna just wait here. These guys haven't given up. We need them to dig this up, and Charlie can go back to parts unknown. Except not really, it's just me getting interrupted. This place is full of little surprises. We need to get this back to the Drake for analysis, ASAP. Okay. So that works. But yeah, it's this first area from where Elf crash landed. And there's a data file here that I need to collect for the purpose of data file collection and completion. I'm not going to head down there to the field of Bulborbs, because I first need to demonstrate this! I found a peculiar rock with a powerful energy emanating from it. So it doesn't get mixed up with the other Pikmin. I'll make it selectable with LNR. These are bomb rocks. You throw them, they explode. They're the only thing that can break the, I'll call them concrete walls. I don't know what they're actually officially called, but I'm gonna call them concrete walls. Also, let's take our yellows, and I realize I could be using the go here command, so I'll do that. Meanwhile, no. Brittany. Yes, you, Brittany. I need Brittany to gather this guy and explore into parts. Me getting interrupted. Oh, a message on the Drake! Analyzing recovered item. Metal Suit Z. This undergarment increases the spacesuit's durability. I've seen this kind of item for scale before! Wow, there's even a manual with it! We should make a note of this in the exploration notes. Okay, why does this need a manual? It literally just increases your total HP by like 2, I think it is. It doesn't even tell you that, it just says increases your durability. Not by how much, it's just... Why did this need its own data file entry? I don't know. Nice! With this on this PC, it'll be a bit more durable. Okay, I'm gonna go over this way. I can't go here because, the place I'm going has not been discovered on the map. You need to walk places before you can send someone to go there. Meanwhile, Charlie! No going back, you're gonna take down these bulborbs. Because... you're gonna clear the enemies out over here for no other reason than the fact that we need a passageway over here. And also, male shear grubs. All the other shear grub varieties are harmless, but the males actually attack. And no, it's not some message about how, oh, only boys are strong or so. It's literally just genetics. It's just species genetics. So don't be like, oh, male shear grubs is Nintendo. No, they're not. It's actually scientific research. But male shear grubs are deadly. Like, they can only eat one Pikmin at a time, but they're still very, very deadly. Last threat is these guys. Guys, there's only one. So I guess that would be this guy, not these. I need more rock Pikmin. Anyway. So, we also need to grab some yellow Pikmin willing to come along and grab that fruit back there. And I'm gonna do exactly that. With that area unlocked, Charlie can just head on back over here and grab that. Meanwhile, Brittany can take these and also grab this data file before I forget it. And we're gonna go make progress. Well, yeah, that makes sense, but anyway, it takes 3 bomb rocks in most circumstances to destroy a concrete wall. So do that, and it's that cleared. Next, we're gonna take care of these bridge pieces and start building a bridge. Do not engage that with only 13 Pikmin. You're gonna want like a whole squad to take down that guy over there, because he's an orange bulborb, which is basically just stronger than a normal bulborb. I know. It's very... And these guys are gonna be building this bridge. Meanwhile, Charlie is gonna be taking these yellow Pikmin and gathering this fruit. And also these corpses. Because it doesn't have much else to do. Now, as for Elf, Alf also doesn't have much to do. One thing I will give Alf is, like, give as in terms of, literally give, yeah. I don't know. One thing I will say that Alf, has is that he has a lot of Pikmin, so I think I'll send him to go rejoin with Brittany. I'm gonna send him go this. Well, everyone else is on go here, so it doesn't make much sense. Your total walking speed while walking manually is greater than that when using go here, so if everybody else is just waiting around and doesn't have anything they even can be doing, it's best just to walk manually. We have to take out these guys before they become a problem. They already kind of are a problem. And but once they're done for, okay. We can help more with that, but we're also gonna be taking out more of the enemies in the area, because, yeah, we don't want enemies to be here when we come back. The orange Bulborbs are Bulborbs, and so they do still share that eye weakness. So just aim for the eyes, and it should be all right. Okay. Now we can have our yellow Pikmin take down this electric gate, and our rock Pikmin will take care of the Scudder Chucks over here. Also, maybe I should demonstrate this sometime later, when I have more time, but you can actually get Scudder Chucks. Ugh. Oh no, I'm blanking on the name. Is it Scudder? Is it Stuttle? Scuttle? Oh no, I'm blanking on the name. This isn't good. Yeah. And more spicy plants that maybe I could have been farming, I don't know. We just need to take some of these Pikmin and send them going back with the grapes. So they'll go back with the grapes, and there's not much else we really have time to do, because we sort of are limited. Like, we're just straight up limited. There's not much you can do to get around it, because the day it's getting to be sunset, and I'm not confident with starting something. And so, the last thing that we need to... Where's it? Well, there's one yellow. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. It startled me. Where's that other... Oh, they're over there. Okay. Also, the dodge whistle. It can be used to for quicker travel. We only need 10 Pikmin, so I would recommend only tossing 10. Oh, story dialogue. Okay, We're picking up a strong signal, but we can't seem to actually reach it. If we had a third party, we might be able to, but I just got an out-of-office message from the boss. He probably doesn't get much reception at the beach. We're kind of on a beach too, but it's not quite the same. Ah, yeah! Exploiting your underpaid workers, yay! Poor Olimar though, seriously. But it's fine, because all we need to do is get over there. Brittany can just head back to base. Get this data file, and we can push down this bag right near our start, and this will give us a shortcut up here so we can get here with all 3 captains and a more sizable Pikmin squad. That is because this pathway over here, if you look at the map, you might be able to guess which way it connects, and where the signal is coming from, and why, you know, it might be somewhat of a puzzle to get over here and get across and come over this way. And it might be because there might be something that requires more like a whole day than just the last few minutes or so to do. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But like I said, there's not much else I feel confident in trying to do. And that's one of my many struggles with the game. I always feel like I want to maximize my time, multitasking, you know, critically thinking everything. But sometimes I play so well, and it takes me so little time that I worry that I just don't have time for anything else. In which case, for situations exactly like today, there's the end day option, which I'm going to be using. I might get complaints about how you're not fully using your time or whatever, and as such you're gonna, you know, regret it later. But I would argue that we're probably so close to the end of the day counter that, and I've accomplished everything I set out to do. I built a bridge to the other side of the small pond, and I built a bridge across the other lake pond, and I got the bag down to give us a ramp up, and I collected a ton of fruit. So I would say that it's exactly for days like today where you have everybody together and you don't want to worry about just trying to get one more thing in. Feel confident in having an end day option so you don't feel like you're wasting time just sitting around doing nothing. At least you're just ending the day and getting to the next day sooner. And it just jumps you straight to the end of the day cutscene. You could theoretically end the day as soon as you get off the ship, and it'll still be sunset. It's basically a fast forward, you know, and the captains do nothing at base, I guess, the whole time until sunset. I don't know. And the Tropical Wilds Bulborb of choice is the Whip-Tongue Bulborb, for chasing your Pikmin. All the enemies that chase your Pikmin at sunset are Bulborbs. And no new Onion, no new Captain. This is our first, so I would call, normal day, where nothing special really happened. Well, we made progress, but nothing special, like nothing worth really reporting. And we probably won't be seeing a lot of these until after we beat the game and I go for 100%. So, I'm gonna enjoy probably not getting interrupted. New fruit. Pocked Airhead. Sure. I guess. Oh, you can bring up the fruit file from here. I wonder why I never noticed that. Believe this gives 1.5. Yep. Nope, 2. Okay. 3? 2.5? That is rare. Okay. Dapper Blob. The reason why it's called a Dapper Blob is probably best left to the fruit file entry, but it is a blob, and honestly the color is kinda dapper, so name fits, I guess. I don't know. I like judging these fruits' names on their first impression, but also having a little bit of context. Delectable Bouquet. It's not really a bouquet, but I can see why you might say it is. I believe this is a fig. Huh. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out some other time. Oh no, that's my first pun of this episode. God, I just was so focused on my strategy, I hardly talked about what I was doing at all. Well, next time I'll have plenty to talk about, so that's better. Also, lesser mock bottom. I'm not really gonna explain this one, for reasons. Yeah. But, like, I didn't really talk about what... I mostly talked about my strategy and what I was doing in the moment. But I didn't actually talk about anything specific. I've been trying to do better work, but, like, keeps feeling like it's tutorial after tutorial. We've already seen Dawn Pustules. But, yeah, it keeps feeling like tutorial after tutorial. So, like, you know... Or story, at least, you know. And so, I finally got the chance to fully mention the usefulness of Go Here and 3 Captains and other things today, and so it took up most of the time, you know. I never realized how short these days are. They always seem long when I'm playing by myself, but when I'm talking to the camera, they often seem to drag, like, not drag, be shorter than I remember them. Great comment, Brittany. Great comment. But yeah, I don't know. I usually... Maybe I feel like I have a lot to say, but I just forget to say it and it's all in my head. Doesn't matter. Plenty of juice left. Only day 5. This game, I would say, if you're going for 100%, is probably going to be somewhere in the mid-20s. And sizable increase to rock Pikmin, which is exactly what I was looking for today. And 0 Pikmin lost, which is even better than an increase to rock Pikmin. Wait, 14 total. I thought we lost 13 at the last count. Was I wrong? I don't know. Whatever. We collected a lot, so it's fine. So, next time, but for now, I missed my chance to do that. I distracted myself and just, okay. We returned to the site of my original crash landing. Something here is sending out an electronic signal. Was it there earlier? It seems that the signal is somehow connected to that Hawkitation who picked up our cosmic drive key. It's going to take a team effort to track this thing down. Saving our planet is turning out to be more difficult than I thought it would be. Alf. Some of the best logs are after you beat the game, because they don't talk about the story constantly. And I just wish that I could be there already, because I just love reading them. These are just boring, because you basically read them every time. So, yeah. Well, my name has been, and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and forever, Pun Food.